I'm still in the cloud. I see water. It's bright and I see a lot of water. And approach it to I think it's an island.
Yes, island.
There are some rocks.
Yes.
Some trees. There's like a cliff.
Cliff. What is the color of the cliff?
It's like cream. It's like light brown.
It's very high cliff or small cliff?
It's quite big.
Quite big.
And I see like a blue beam somehow.
Blue beam?
Yeah.
From where is this blue beam?
I'm getting Orion.
Orion. Where is this blue beam going?
Yeah, just there at the top of the cliff.
Okay.
And it's looking to the sea. So it looks like it's waiting for someone.
Tell me more about this being. How does this being look like?
It's tall and looks like the Avatar movie a little bit.
So it's blue?
Yeah.
Does it have any clothes?
It's just like they're standing and yeah, like looking to the sea.
Okay, so now tell me, what is this being looking at the sea? Is there anything in the sea?
There's like he's waiting for a chief, I think.
For a chief?
Like
boss?
No,
Sheep.
more like a plains kind of chief. More advanced or different than the ones here.
Like a sheep.
Yeah, but it flies, you know.
Flies. Like spaceship?
Yes. Spaceship.
And this spaceship is underwater?
No, it flies. And it's coming to pick it up.
Do you feel that you are connected with this being? That you are this being?
Yeah.
So acclimate yourself, integrate yourself with this memory that you are this blue being on this cliff. Just feel yourself comfortable in this memory, in this body. How do you feel inside this body?
Wow, I feel like I'm there.
Look around you and tell me, what do you see?
Well, in the island it's like green. And there are trees and it's possible to explore.
Yes. And now look at your body. Look at your feet. Tell me about your feet.
They are big and they look more like a wolf kind of feet.
Yes. How many fingers you have at your feet?
I think it's 5 too.
Okay, 5. Do you have any hair on your body?
Yeah, it's hairy like a wolf, but blue.
Okay, wonderful. Do you feel male or female in this body?
Male.
Male. So look up to your legs. Do you wear any clothes on your legs?
Yeah, I'm wearing like a short, and it's like brown, and it's like some fabric.
Touch this fabric and tell me how does it feel?
Yeah, it feels hard. A bit like military clothes. This kind of fabric.
Military. Look up over your waist and tell me what are you wearing on your body.
No, I'm not wearing nothing on the top.
Okay. So look at your body and tell me, do you have hair, your whole body is in this hair like a wolf?
Yeah.
So you don't have naked skin anywhere?
No, it's all hairy.
Wonderful. So tell me, do you wear any jewelry or any ornaments on your body or any tattoos?
I think I have like bracelets.
Okay, tell me about these bracelets.
They have like green jewelry, and they're gold.
And now focus on them, zoom in on them, and tell me what is the significance of these bracelets. Why you are using them?
I feel like they protect me
Okay. Well,
and help me be more focused, I guess.
focused. Okay. Now tell me about your head, your face. What type of eyes you have?
They are like big and curvy, and they are like, it has pupils, but they are like green, and they are not round. They're like a oval shape,
Yes.
but vertical.
Yes.
The shape, yeah, and the eye is like similar to human eye, but oval to the horizontal.
Wonderful. And do you have nose?
Yeah, I have a small nose.
And look at your mouth. What type of teeth you have?
They are quite small. They are like square.
Square. Wonderful. So look at your hands and tell me how many fingers you have and how they look like.
I have 5. They look hairy, and on the top, they look like a circle at the end of each finger. They look circular, and then after that, it's just like a normal finger.
Wonderful.
And they have like some nails, like black nails, similar to a wolf.
Yes. Okay. So they are like sharp nails.
Yeah.
Okay. So now acclimate yourself with this body, integrate with this body, and tell me what's happened next. We are waiting for this ship. And why you are waiting for this ship?
I think we're going on a mission.
You are going on a mission?
Yeah.
Tell me about the mission.
We want to save some people from our clan that have been attacked. So we're going to help them and defend them.
Okay, wonderful. What is your thing? What is your function in your purpose in this life? What do you do?
I'm a soldier.
You are a soldier.
I defend my tribe.
Okay, wonderful. So now let's condense time, move forward in time until the ship appears, and tell me what happens.
I feel like energy, a lot of masculine energy that I need to defend my tribe.
Mm-hmm.
And we gotta get there as soon as possible.
Mm-hmm.
And we are going there to fight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm willing to do whatever it takes to defend my people and to exterminate the enemy.
Okay, wonderful. So, are you already on the ship now?
Yes.
Tell me about the ship.
It's you can see a lot from there, and it's above the sea, and it's like on the cloud level, and it's very fast.
How many people can be there in this ship?
I think it's only 2.
So it's a small scout ship.
Yeah.
Does it have any weapons?
Yes. You can use it to shoot, and it has a lot of weapons actually.
So it's military ship?
Yeah.
What is the color of the ship?
It's like gray.
Gray. It's metal? Or
yeah,
different?
like metallic.
Metallic. Okay. So let's tell me. And you are alone there, or there is another person in this ship?
There's another person. Yeah.
Tell me about this person. Does this person looks like you?
Yeah.
Is it male or female?
It's a male.
Does he have the same clothes like you?
Yeah.
What do you feel about this person?
I feel like he's my friend, and we always fight together.
Okay. How do you call this friend?
Killian.
Killian. Ask Killian how to tell your name, and tell me the sound.
My name.
Ask him. Tell me my name.
I'm getting Archimedes.
Archimedes?
Yes.
Okay, wonderful. So, ask your friend, what is the danger that we need to defend?
There's another race that they want to invade.
Who are they?
There are some negative race.
Negative grace. What they want from us?
They want some resources that we have. So we are going to defend them. We're going to defend our people and our planet.
Wonderful. So tell me what happened next. How do you do this?
Well, we go to the attack area, and there's a lot of shooting, and it happens very fast. And I think we're shooting a lot too. And I feel like our ship gets attacked.
Yes.
So we had to find a way to escape.
Just freeze the time now. Freeze the time and tell me about the ships of others. It's now in stop motion. Describe the ship which attacks you. How does this ship looks like?
It looks dark,
Mm-hmm.
and it has some red lights.
Green lights?
Red.
Red lights. Mm-hmm. Is it bigger than your ship?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And how they attack you? They shoot something?
Yeah, they shoot something, and their ship is weakened.
Mm-hmm. They shoot laser or they shoot
laser?
laser?
Yeah, red
What?
laser.
Red laser. Mm-hmm. Does your ship has some shield to defend? To deflect it?
Yeah, but we were attacked a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
so we need to go to the ground.
Okay, so let's again start the time and tell me what happens.
Well, we got down, and there's a more of our kind fighting, and we have some weapons,
Yes.
and we also have some weapons with us.
Yes.
They're like big, and they have like a canyon, and they also shoot another kind of laser.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I see that we are shooting other races. They look like kind of yellow, white.
Yellow white.
Yeah, and they have like a weird head.
Tell me about this weird head.
It's like oval shape,
Mm-hmm.
vertical oval shape,
Yes.
and they have like very thin eyes,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, they have like red eyes, and they look a bit evil.
Mm-hmm.
And when I see that, I feel a lot of adrenaline, and I want to fight them.
Okay. So do you shoot your weapon to them?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. What's your weapon shooting? Is laser or something else?
Yeah, it has a lot of kind of things to shoot. So
Mhm.
it shoots like a white light laser.
Mm-hmm. What else can you shoot from your weapon?
Like a green liquid
Mm-hmm.
also, and also a white light.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so tell me what happened next.
Well, there's like war, and
You are on the ground running.
yeah,
Mm-hmm. And there is a lot of people fighting.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of people fighting, and there's like the big dark ship on the sky, and there are like the beings from the two different races fighting, from my tribe and them.
Mm-hmm.
And some of us get shoot, some of them get shoot too, and it's going pretty equal so far.
Mm-hmm.
And we trying to find a way to shield ourselves, not to get so easily attacked, because their skin seems to be a different material. I mean, they're like protected with something, so we need to find a way to protect ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of like summon white protection somehow.
Yes.
Something that is coming more from positive energy, light energy,
Where is this white protection comes from?
from the source.
Mm-hmm. And how this white protection looks like?
It looks like a light body that it makes us shine.
Mm-hmm. So it's everybody is protected with this light, like armor around the person.
No, because you really had to connect with it, and some people were caught off guard.
Uh-huh.
So you have to be very mindful of what you choose, because you can lose connection with it from it.
Okay, so you need to be focused on the source.
Focus, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you need to find balance.
Yes. And did you summon this white light around you?
Yeah, I did it as soon as I arrived to land because I knew it could be dangerous.
Yes.
And because when I was on the ship, I was very agitated and I just wanted to defend my land and take these invaders out.
Do you have name for them, these invaders?
I had to ask for the name.
Okay. Take a long and deep breath, and when you exhale, you will perfectly remember their name from your knowing. It comes to you from your memory. Just trust your impressions.
They are another negative race, but from Orion as well, but they're like negative.
Wonderful. Okay, so let's see what happened next. You are on the ground fighting with them in the protective white light. Tell me what happened next.
Well, I see some of my own getting shot, and I see that I got attacked, but the white light protected me. So I decided to shoot another thing for my weapon, and I just decided to change my focus so not to be so angry, be more understanding and balanced, so I can attack them in a different way, not the same way they're attacking us. So I really shift the game, and I start hitting them in a way that they did not expect.
Tell me about how you change your focus. What did you change inside yourself?
I try to see it from a different perspective, create a balance. Even though that I'm fighting, I know that this is like a game, so I don't need to act like them. If not, I see them with a different perspective. But at the same time, seeing this different perspective, I can defend myself and attack them more intelligently, so they can effectively feel threatened and know that we are strong and we can defend ourselves.
So when you change this perception and start shooting them or attacking them, is it more effective?
Yes.
What happens with them when you hit them?
They feel like they did not expect it, because I think that what I'm attacking is something also high vibration, has like love. So they don't like it and they start like leaving.
So we are victorious? You have victory now and they are retreating?
Yeah, so me and Killian are starting to do this attack coordinated, and he's telling the others to do the same, and I attacking them with my weapon. And then I get another weapon which is stronger, and with this weapon I'm doing the same technique, and it's very effective. So they start to retreat.
Wonderful. So it's like you are putting your mental energy in the weapon and it changes its effectivity, yes?
Yeah, but it's more like connecting to a higher energy as well, higher vibration. It really helping us, because I feel like if we did this on Earth, we will be more advanced. Because here we will only fight with, and on Earth people fight with the ego.
Yes.
They don't take higher consciousness, and I feel here as this being, I have higher eyes, easier access to my higher self, and hence I can connect with higher realms.
Yes.
So I can connect with higher energies, love, and use this to defend myself from these negative entities, because they cannot really tolerate love. So when they cut off guard, we can defend ourselves with the same, let's say, egoic mind. But we are in balance and grounded, and we connect with the higher self, we can emanate love, and they cannot just tolerate it, and they just decide to leave. So with this bigger weapon, me and all of the rest of that are still not attacked, we decided to attack all of them, and we got more people of our team, and we decided to shoot their chip. So they only have one chip. We have like several chips, smaller. So they start to retreat, and they decide to leave.
Wonderful. How do you feel about it when they start leaving?
I feel great because I achieved my objective, which is to protect my land, my planet.
Do you communicate with your people telepathically or by speaking?
Telepathically.
That's why it was easy to give this information about changing the balance inside, yes?
Yeah. And I know the name now of the invaders, the reptilians.
And they are sharing the same solar system with you? Or are they far away? How far away they are from your planet?
They are another planet, but it's not so far. They want to expand.
Yes.
And we have higher vibration, and we don't want them to invade us.
Of course. Okay, so tell me what happened next after this victory.
We heal the people, try to say the people that were attacked.
How do you heal?
With the hands.
And what do you do when you are healing with the hands? What do you focus on?
On the heart.
On the heart?
Yeah.
And what exactly in the heart?
I feel like a white light that is connected to source. And with this light, I can connect with love, with everything that is, with the higher realms, with source. And I set the intention to heal and to send love to this person and healing energy, and this energy passes through. And you can recover them very, very fast. Actually, really, you can see the difference when you start doing it.
It's like in real time, the improvement?
Yeah, it happens very fast, but not like extremely fast.
Okay. And does this healing drain you, or how do you feel during this healing and afterwards?
I feel connected to love, and I feel that it's something that I can do and I like to, and I feel fulfilled because I'm helping others.
Wonderful. Okay, so is there anything significant on this day, or we can move forward in this lifetime?
Yeah, I learned that I have an instinct to defend, and I felt like anger because of that.
Yes.
But when I was able to pause and reflect, I transferred this anger into motivation.
Yes.
To achieve my goal, which was to defend my people and my tribe. And I use this anger as a fuel.
Yes.
I transform it into something, into energy, into love, because I created balance.
Yes. So it is a wonderful lesson, isn't it?
Yes.
Very valuable. Okay, so now breathe in this lesson. Try to breathe in. Take a long and deep breath and breathe in this lesson into your heart. So you will understand it always. You will always remember it. And it becomes part of you. And tell me when it's done.
It's done.
Wonderful. So now let's leave this scene. Drift away from the situation, move away from the situation, move away from it, drift away from it. Now we will go to a time in the same lifetime where you are eating a meal, or you are with your friends or family. I will count from 1 to 3 and then you will be there. 1, moving in time and space. 2, gathering with your friends and family. 2 and 3, you are there. What is happening?
I see that I'm in a house. I have a wife.
Yes.
Yeah, she has feminine energy and she made the food. And we have a child. And we have some guests at home. I think they are her parents.
Okay, wonderful. So tell me about these people. Are they all look the same like you?
Yeah.
Okay, so what are you doing now when you are eating? What are you eating?
We are eating like a soup.
How does it taste?
It tastes good and it has everything that I need.
Wonderful. So tell me about your wife. How your wife looks like?
She looks similar but has a more feminine body. And she is very calm and soft, and yeah, she has a very feminine energy.
Okay, so now look at her eyes at the window of the soul. Do you recognize anybody from current life of Fernando?
Yeah, she's my mother.
She's your mother.
From this life.
Biological mother?
No, my grandmother.
Grandmother.
Who raised me. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. What do you feel towards her?
I love her immensely.
Okay, wonderful. So now look at your child. Tell me, how old is this child?
He's like in human life, like 10 years. And he loves me a lot too, and he likes to... He hugged me after dinner, and he's very playful.
How long you live as a race in comparison to human life, in human years, more or less?
400 years.
400 years. Okay, so do you as a race, do you travel somewhere to another planet, or you keep in your planet?
We can travel, we do exploration, We look for resources. We have very advanced spaceships. Then we can travel through. Yeah, we can travel through dimensions.
And do you expand to other planets or not? As a race?
I think yes.
So you have colonies on other planets?
Yes. Yeah, we have colonies on other planets.
But this planet you are on now is your mother planet? Or is it colony?
It's a colony.
Okay. So tell me about this planet. Is this what is the color of the sky on this planet?
It's like blue, like the Earth, but it's like a bit dark blue, not so light like Earth. And the rocks are similar to Earth and the trees.
Wonderful.
But it's still different. It looks like it's green, but it also looks like very light. The rocks are very light.
Light.
Light. I mean, they're not too dark. And the whole planet is basically like that. And it's in Orion.
Wonderful. So now let's leave the situation of this meal. Let's drift away from it, close it, close the scene, close the situation. And now we will go to another important day in the same lifetime, but in the future. On the count of 3. 1. Moving in time and space. 2. Looking for significant important day which affected you in the same lifetime. And 3. You are there. What is happening?
I'm older, no longer fighting.
Yes.
At home, but there's another war. And my son is fighting there.
War with the same beings or other beings?
I think it's the same.
The same.
They came back. They are obsessed with this planet because it has some resource that they want. And they just can't tolerate being so close with high vibration beings.
Yes.
More positive. So they want to destroy us.
Okay. And your son is fighting now in this war?
Yeah.
And what is your role? You are not fighting, but...
I am communicating with him telepathically, teaching everything that I know. So he can be successful as I was in previous wars.
So there was a lot of wars with them?
There were, I lived like 3, and it was my 3rd.
Okay. So what are you teaching him telepathically when he is fighting there?
I'm teaching the same lesson that I learned on my 2nd war, which is to find balance, to use anger as a fuel to achieve his objectives, and connecting with the higher energies so he can be protected from these negative entities.
Wonderful. And does he listen to you?
Yes. I always talk him everything that I know. So I pass him my knowledge. And we always communicate him telepathically. We have a strong connection.
Now remember his eyes. Look at his eyes. Remember last time when you saw his eyes, and look deeply inside and tell me if you recognize anybody from the life of Fernando.
Yeah, I feel he's my aunt.
It's your aunt. Wonderful. Okay, so tell me what's happened next on this war.
Well, this time they came with more chips, so I get a bit worried. So I tell him, my son, to call for more support and to bring more chips. And I told him to communicate telepathically with everyone.
Yes.
And remind them of our lesson, of our technique to always seek balance and not to let ourselves be unbalanced by our anger feelings or impotence or feeling powerless because of these beings coming with bigger chips.
Yes.
Because it doesn't matter if they come with 1,000 chips. When we connect with source and with our power, or real power, with love,
yes,
we can overcome anything. So I told him that since he's very loving and communicating, he can step back and just try to pass this knowledge to everyone, to remind them, because when we are at war, we can forget it.
Yes.
And then we get lost in the war, and that's why we get attacked and we could lose.
So how is he doing spreading this information?
He's doing well. He's going like one by one.
Okay.
So he's going like behind the trees, and some get it, some don't get it. And some, the ones that are getting it, they are going to chips and bigger weapons so they can attack the others with this knowledge.
Yes.
But the others, the negative rays are too many. So yeah, some of them are being attacked anyway. And my son, he's trying to the best he can to pass the knowledge to everyone. And eventually he tells the others that already got the idea to pass it on.
Yes.
And then he decides to fight. And he goes into this ship, and he thinks of attacking them from a place that they cannot see him.
But he's going into the ship. He will be flying.
Yeah. And so on the ship, he summons this technology as well, and he attacks them by surprise again. But he is stronger because he's in a ship that has a bigger attack range.
Yes.
So he throws his big attack on the enemy that is on the floor.
Yes.
And they get very threatened. And then he decides to attack the bigger chips. But the problem is that the other chips attack him as well. So he attacks one, but he gets knocked out. So he eventually goes down and he gets a bit injured.
But he's alive?
Yeah, he's alive, but he's injured, so he needs help. So I get worried, and I tell him he will be fine. So I decide to send him healing energy from where I am.
Yes.
But when it's from different place, it's a bit slower.
Yes.
But he's taking it well. And eventually we got more chips that are helping us.
Yes.
And the others that had the idea of fighting more connected to source are spreading it.
Yes.
So eventually they find a way to attack the other two chips. and they just leave. And some of their, some of our kind died and some of their kind died, but they decide to leave. So we are very good at defending ourselves, but we don't really like to kill.
Yes.
We know how to defend, but we don't like to kill because we are very connected to source, so that's not our thing. But somehow sometimes we do it because we are we disconnect ourselves because we are attacked by surprise and we get like defense instinct.
Yes. How do you feel after again have victory?
I feel relief and I feel content that my son didn't die, because this war was a bit stronger than the one that I had.
Yes.
But I feel that he was successful and helping others.
Yes.
And we are able to go back to live in peace. And he can go back to his wife. And his wife is expecting a child. So I'm very happy because I want him to live, to be able to pass his knowledge into his future child.
Wonderful.
Because I'm very old now and I may pass away in some years, few years.
Okay.
So I wanted him to be able to pass his knowledge to his son, because I might not be around his whole life.
Yes. Wonderful. Okay, so is there anything else significant on this day, or we can move forward?
Yeah, I learned that I was very attached of these outcomes.
Attached to the outcomes?
Attached to my family. And I really want to make sure they were safe, and everything that I learned was passed through the generation so they can be safe in the future. Because this is my last life as this race.
Yes.
And I'm going to move on to another experiences.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. So now leave the scene, leave the situation, close the situation, move away, drift away, move away from it. Now we will go to last day of the same lifetime on the count of 3. 1, 2, and 3. You are there. What is happening?
I feel tired. I feel like it's my last day, and I don't feel sad. I feel that it's part of a cycle, and I knew that day was going to end. So I feel grateful of everything I learned of this lifetime. I feel grateful. My wife actually died before me, so she was not there. And it was only my son there. He knew he was my last day.
Yes.
And he was sad about it. But I told him that not to be sad because I'm always with him. And then I'm gonna love him forever, and he will be fine. And he can always find me in his heart.
So what do you do? Are you lying down or are you sitting? Where are you?
I'm laying down in a bed.
Okay, so now let's condense time until you take your last breath, your last heartbeat, and you are out of the body now. Tell me, what do you perceive?
I see a life leaving the body, and I go up, up, up.
Do you see your body?
Yeah, I see I live in it, and my son next to it, still alive, but I leave it.
Yes.
Then I leave.
And look at you now, after you left your body. How do you look like?
I'm a sphere of light.
Mm-hmm.
And
where do you go?
I'm in space now.
Mm-hmm. Look at your planet. How this planet look like?
Yeah, it's similar to Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks a bit darker blue. The water is different.
Mm-hmm.
And I just go above it and say goodbye with being grateful for the experience.
Yes.
And then I go to a very peaceful place.
Tell me about this peaceful place.
It's like between clouds, and it's light.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I feel very peaceful there.
Is there anybody waiting for you? Greeting you?
Yeah, that's my wife there.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about her, how she looks like.
She's also a white light.
Mm-hmm. But you know it's her?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And what do you do when you meet again?
We just stay together
Mm-hmm.
and just share space, and we're just in this peaceful space.
Mm-hmm.
And then before we decide to go to a new adventure.
Okay, wonderful. So do you have there, in this place, do you have any sort of guide or teacher who helps you?
Yeah, I feel there's a master there.
Okay, tell me about this master.
I feel he incarnated on Earth,
Yes.
and he was a very elevated soul.
Mm-hmm. So he is after Earth?
Well, I know him because I read his book.
Okay.
And I can relate his energy.
Okay.
So he's teaching a lot of souls in this place, because it's not only us, it's like many groups.
Mm-hmm.
And he's there teaching us, on telling us what we can do to have deeper experiences.
Mm-hmm.
He's very loving.
Yes.
And he's telling us that we have the option to return to source whenever we want.
Mm-hmm. And what about you? What about you? Do you like to come back to source?
Yes, I do like, but I also like to explore and have different experiences.
Mm-hmm.
A part of me loves source,
Yes.
and I like to stay there for a long time, but a part of me also likes to have experiences.
Mm-hmm. Wonderful. So, do you speak with this master about your desire to have other experience? Or who you speak with in order to have other experience than the last planet?
Well, I speak also with my soul family.
Mm-hmm. Tell me about your soul family. Now, imagine yourself in this place where you are with your soul family, and tell me, what do you see there?
I see like we're in the sky, and we're like sphere of lights, sharing space and loving each other.
Oh, wonderful. How many are there in this soul family?
Like 10.
10. Tell me, what is the focus of your soul family? What are you learning currently?
We're learning on attachment.
On attachment. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So you help each other not to be attached?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Because we experienced so many lifetimes and we became too attached to each other.
Yes.
So we are learning not to be so attached, even though we love each other.
Yes. Because love can be without attachment, isn't it?
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. And it's more perfect, no?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what do you decide for your next experience? What do you decide that how you will learn not being attached?
Well, we decide to. One decides to live, well, in this particular lifetime on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Our mother left us,
Yes.
and then I decided to live apart from my aunt when I came to Europe.
Okay.
Because she was very attached to me in
Yes.
this lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like the difference between the other lifetime. I was more attached to her,
Yes.
and she had to accept it
Yes.
and grow from it.
Mm-hmm.
So in this lifetime, she's learning on attachment, and I'm living a more unattached life
Yes.
because I was very attached on my previous lifetime.
Mm-hmm. To your family?
Yeah. So this lifetime on Earth is very connected to this lifetime that I just mentioned.
Yes.
Because I'm learning literally the opposite.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so
It's like a balance.
it's like a balance. So I was their parent and now they're my parents.
Yes.
So that's why everything that I asked them, they give to me because I was with them for them like this.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a balance, and I shouldn't feel bad when they're giving things because it's balance and it's okay.
You are teaching them unattachment now, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. Okay, but
and also they are learning unconditional love.
yes.
And I am teaching them on attachment.
Mm-hmm. Okay, wonderful. So could you please tell Fernando why you arranged this session for him today?
To connect with his purpose.
Mm-hmm. Could you tell him what is his purpose?
To help others connect with their essence.
Mm-hmm.
And to help others heal themselves.
Okay. Why you showed him this lifetime on another planet when he was like similar to Blue Wolf?
Because in this lifetime he learned to create balance.
Yes.
And he's connect with source to be able to heal others and heal. He did a lot of work with this race.
Yes.
He was a thought leader.
Mm-hmm.
And he really helped them to transition into and to remember to connect with source, because some of them were losing this connection.
Mm-hmm.
And he was there to remind them that they cannot lose it, because otherwise they could get lost.
Mm-hmm. And why they were losing connection on this other planet with the source?
Because this planet was in another. There was a colony, so this planet has a different vibration.
Mm-hmm.
And they were there to raise it, because this Orion was being invited by negative races, so they wanted to assist and raise the vibration of this important region of the galaxy.
Okay. So the planet itself has had lower vibration than their race, yes?
Yeah.
And it dragged it down.
Yeah, they help raise the vibration over time, but then the negative forces, they didn't want it to happen, so they were coming to attack.
Yes.
But it was different to Earth because this planet was not infiltrated, so it was easy to take them out, easier than in Earth.
Yes.
In Earth it's different because they managed to infiltrate in the systems, and it has a way lower vibration, and it has been more exploited than this planet. This planet was more natural, and we were living in harmony with the planet, like Earth. We are not really living in harmony, even though we're starting to realize that, but not yet.
Yes. So, is there any negative influence from the other lifetime as this wolf to his current lifetime of Fernando?
Yeah, the anger, because at the beginning of the lifetime he was not able to manage the anger or the defensive instinct.
Yes.
So basically I'm carrying this to this life.
Yes.
And I need to be able to create balance in this life as well, so I can use this anger, which is not wrong. It's just an instinct that I need to learn. I need to transform it into motivation.
Yes.
Into energy to fulfill my mission, which is to help others remember to connection with source, and to remember that they can heal themselves. So basically I have to heal myself, and I can heal others as well.
Yes.
But I also teach others to heal themselves.
Okay, wonderful. And could you, because he is confused how to do that, could you please tell him how he can fulfill this life purpose in human terms?
He needs to create balance in the everyday life, and trust that he can manifest whatever he wants or needs to fulfill his mission.
Yes.
And he has to worry less, and the path is going to show itself, just like it's been doing. Everything is happening according to plan. All the clues are gonna come, and he's gonna be reunited with other people, his soul family, and they're gonna work together in some projects, and he's gonna unlock some abilities that's gonna help him heal himself and then heal others.
Yes. So, could you please tell him about this balance, which is so important for him now? Some practical things, changes in lifestyle that he can just apply right now and be on his way to the balance.
He has to look into his diet.
Okay.
So that's why he's interested in Ayurveda, because it's gonna help him to create that balance.
Yes.
Also, meditation, connecting with the heart more.
Yes.
And yeah, so going to some places will help him activate, unlock energy that will help him to raise even more higher levels of consciousness, because in this earth everything goes through cycles.
Yes.
So the vibration rises slowly, and over time you get higher vibration. That's why he's feeling that he's not connecting with people the same way as before.
Yes.
And things are not happening the same as before. It's because the vibration now is higher, particularly this year.
Yes.
And this year is a year of transformation, a year of setting a foundation for a total new life that is more connected to who he really is.
Yes.
Which is a more loving person that is willing to help others become the best version of themselves. So basically he has to change his daily habits. He has to change the way he interacts with social media.
Yes.
He needs to stop following a lot of political things that is not serving him anymore. He needs to detach from judging others.
Yes.
So he needs to come to interact in other social media. Yeah, so basically one social media in particular is affecting him more than the others. So he really needs to limit the time on this one and focus on others. And he needs to learn a few more things about communication.
Yes.
So he can be able to get himself more exposed in social media. He knows which one he should use. And he should start learning Ayurveda and quantum healing. And also something related to Reiki, energy healing in general.
Yes.
And he also has a strong connection with the sun.
Yes.
So he can find something related to that as well. Sun healing, something.
Healing from the sun?
Yeah. And yeah, create balance. So actually yoga is very good for him.
Hatha yoga or Ashtanga or Kriya?
Ashtanga.
Ashtanga.
And Vinyasa.
Okay.
Ashtanga. Kriya yoga is good, but it's not the moment.
Okay, later.
For it.
Later.
Yeah, for later. And he has to meditate every day. I mean, he should.
How long minimum?
20 minutes.
20 minutes minimum? Daily?
Daily, yes.
Any specific meditation will be most helpful for him?
Vipassana meditation is good.
Vipassana?
Yes.
Vipassana meditation.
Which is from Buddhism. And silence.
Okay. Could you tell him a little bit more about which social media to avoid and which social media to use? Because, you know, the mind will make him confused maybe later.
Yes. Instagram is very addictive and is designed to keep people distracted, so that social media is not good for him. He should avoid it.
Yes.
I use it very little.
Yes.
And change the way he interacts in this platform. It's useful, but he should use it only for business.
Okay.
and he can definitely take advantage of TikTok, the short videos. And yeah, TikTok is very good because he can grow exponentially there. He just needs to overcome the fear of being exposed or being public.
Yes.
Because once he does that, he starts just to do it, everything will flow and he will reach more people.
Yes.
And he's gonna start working on projects his own soon.
Yes.
That is more aligned to who he is. And everything is just gonna flow.
Okay.
And this is gonna grow exponentially.
Yes.
Because it's gonna help a lot of people, but also gonna help himself to have a comfortable life where he can also travel to see other people, to see his family, friends, and also to go to special places on Earth where he feels connected to.
Yes.
Such as India and Thailand, Indonesia, Peru, Bolivia, Costa Rica, Arizona again, Great Canyon particularly,
Yes.
Montana, Colorado, and Mexico. Yeah, some parts of Mexico.
And let's talk a little bit about, because it's important, I think, this fear of going public and expose himself. Can we remove this fear today, because I think it's very important for his mission? Could higher self remove it from his consciousness, this fear of going public today?
Yes, I can remove it. It's just because he never asked for it, I never remove it.
Okay, could you please, on his behalf I'm asking, could you please remove it and tell me when it's done?
Yeah, the fear has been removed.
Okay, wonderful, thank you very much. Tell me please about this quantum healing. You told him that it would be good for him to learn quantum healing. How he should go about learning quantum healing?
He will find online somebody that can teach him. And it's gonna be a person that he can trust, and he's gonna teach him a lot.
Yes.
And this will lead for him to learn more things that he wants to learn, and it's gonna be beneficial for his future years. But this is a great way to start, because he already knows this. It's just he's forgot on this incarnation.
Okay. So if he will listen to intuition, to higher self, you will tell him that this is the correct person for him to learn from.
Yes.
Wonderful. So what is the succession that healing, this quantum healing should be for him in the first order, like the beginning, or before that maybe this other things?
He has to start doing more, having a routine of meditation, changing his diet, because there are some foods that are affecting negatively.
Could you please tell him, so we do this recorded for him, what is affecting his negatively, he should remove from this diet?
Gluten.
Gluten.
Too much carbs.
Carbs. Too much.
Yeah. Because when he consumes carbs, he can take a lot.
Yes.
So it's not necessary to eat a lot of carbs, because he can really fuel the mind unnecessarily.
Yes.
So he doesn't need that. He wants to be with a more quiet mind. So and a way to overcome it is just to have a more balanced diet. So the first thing to focus is meditation and improving the diet, and that way he will create a new pattern that will help him go to the next vibration, and then he was gonna be able to maintain this vibration, and this way he's gonna attract everything more easily, and then he's gonna fulfill his mission more easy. His current state is not brown, it's okay, but just a bridge, so he's just in a transition state. That's why he feels confused, but he doesn't have to worry. Amazing things are gonna happen to him. He just needs to trust, and everything's gonna work out.
Yes.
Because he has a big mission here on Earth that is gonna help many.
Wonderful. I am grateful to be part of helping him out to this level. Wonderful. So, okay, so he has some questions about Ayurveda. Can you tell him which dosha type he has now?
Starts with an S.
Okay.
A. Sattvic.
Sattvic.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, wonderful. So it's Vata. One can say Vata. Vata, Pitta, Kapha. Which one of them? Or combination of them? Vata or Pitta or Kapha?
Vata, Kata.
Vata, Kapha. Wonderful. Now, he is asking the higher self, how can I transcend my ego or my mind?
By going inwards, connecting to your heart.
Yes.
Trust your intuition more, and connect more with your intuition. He has a very high intuition natively, but he just doesn't connect with it enough. So basically, he needs to take more pauses during the day and connect with it. He needs to not to be obsessed about anything. He has time to do everything, and connect with his heart. Visualize the speed of light on his heart. Yes. And this way he can connect with his intuition more easily, and it will guide him wherever he needs to go. So that way he can transcend his ego by trusting more his intuition.
Okay, wonderful. He's asking you, am I on the right path now?
Yes.
Okay. He's asking you, what type of job should I pursue?
He should pursue a job that is more connected to the collective, that creates an impact in other people, that helps transform other lives.
Yes.
So basically, to create a before and after in other people. And the energies of this year and the next coming years are really assisting him to do that. We are experiencing many portals and a lot of light is coming.
Yes.
So basically, if he wants to fulfill his mission, he has to take advantage of this energy. Energy is coming. So he's on the right path. It's not an accident. What he's learned so far is helping him to fulfill his mission.
Do you see any job that will present itself soon in this year that he can get?
Yeah, he will find other ways to have different kind of income.
Yes.
Online. He has the knowledge and to find other sources of income. He just to focus and get to it. And trust himself more, because there's many ways he can make a lot of success online, particularly because he's good at it.
So it will not be like a job, but it will be like a freelancing or his own company, something like that?
Yes, he's gonna start his own project.
Yes.
And he's gonna collaborate with some people, and until some point he's gonna leave them and he's gonna pursue his own. But now he has to take the opportunity to find other sources of income and also manifest what he needs, resources he needs, and trust himself that he can manifest resources to achieve his goals. So if he wants to learn energy healing, he can manifest this money for that. And he wants more money to have more time to learn, he can also manifest that. And he just needs to forget about distractions, forget about his old life, because everything's different now. We shifted. So his old life is not there anymore. So he needs to start living this new life already. He already has everything he needs. He's just still attached to the old world. And once he forgets about it, everything's gonna magically happen. By living in the moment, in the flow state, everything's gonna happen magically. And he's gonna meet amazing people that are more aligned with this new vibration that he's creating. And that way he and his group of people, then they're gonna work together to help others and how to raise the vibration on earth, as long as many other souls are doing right now. Currently there are many people assisting earth on raising vibration, and he just part of that. There's many people that are doing that already. And he is gonna be part of that too. He's already is, but he's gonna be in a larger scale.
Okay, wonderful. Now he's asking you, you already covered not all the, but others questions. Okay. He's asking you, did I plan to meet my soulmate or twin flame in this incarnation?
Yes.
What is the requirements for him to meet soulmate or twin flame?
He just has to don't expect it.
Mm-hmm.
It will happen magically, and he will know when he sees that person.
Okay.
And they're gonna work together.
Okay. Wonderful. He's asking you, how can I rid of my addictions?
He needs to find a way. He needs to change his daily habits,
Mm-hmm.
and focus on other things. The addictions are just coping mechanisms that were there to distract himself from pain
Mm-hmm.
or negative emotions, but as long as he continues in the healing journey, he will forget about these addictions because they are not serving him anymore. They are part of the old paradigm,
Mm-hmm.
old life that he was living. There's nothing wrong with that.
Mm-hmm.
But they're no longer serving, so we're definitely going to clear them.
Mm-hmm.
So he needs to find a way to release that from the subconscious mind.
Mm-hmm.
So he can do, for example, ayahuasca for that.
Mm-hmm.
So he can see it directly because he's brave, he's a brave soul. So whatever he encounters, he is gonna overcome it.
Mm-hmm.
So these things that are on the subconscious that he cannot see, he can change them. And also he's been learning about quantum, let's say, meditations with Joe Dispenza.
Mm-hmm.
So basically connect with the subconscious mind and change patterns.
Mm-hmm.
Is a way that he can overcome this as well.
Mm-hmm.
So there are many ways. So he should choose like at least one day of the week to do this clearing practice.
Mm-hmm.
Besides meditation, he'll choose one day of the week that he can do one spiritual practice,
Mm-hmm.
that he can clear all energy, because this is energy that he's carrying for other lives as well.
Mm-hmm.
So once he sees it and he thanks for this energy for what he taught him, he can let it go.
Mm-hmm.
He just everything with being grateful and not with resentment, only be grateful because he's teaching him something.
Mm-hmm. Could we do something today to lessen the burden that he has as a higher self? Could you help him remove this unnecessary luggage that he has? Or is it more appropriate for him to do it himself as a lesson?
I'm going to remove a lot of energy that is bringing him down sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But I also encourage him to do this weekly practice of spiritual practices,
Okay.
that he can focus on clearing energies. Also, if he finds therapies that can help him, that he resonates with, such as family constellations or any other that resonates,
Mm-hmm.
it will help him to clear this energy and also heal ancestral wounds,
Mm-hmm.
because he's also assisting his ancestral family. to overcome things that they weren't able to because they weren't living in the same vibration that we are now.
Yes.
So for him it will be very easy to clear it. For them was not easy. So he agreed to do that because he know he can do it. And he has a lot of compassion for these other souls. And he would really like to help them.
Okay, wonderful. So could you please start clearing the negative luggage and baggage that he has now and tell me when it's done.
Yes. I clear a lot of the energy.
Okay, wonderful. He will be very grateful for that. He's asking you, could you tell him a little bit more about this, because he had a question here about do I have a collective or ancestor healing or any other particular missions in the reincarnation? Could you please tell him more about this ancestor healing, how he will do that?
Basically, he's gonna reach a vibration that nobody in his ancestral have ever reached on this earth. So by clearing that, by doing that, he's gonna also clear a lot of energy. And basically, forgiveness and compassion is gonna be key for him to go to the next level as well. Compassion, non-judgment, and see this as a game. So don't take life too seriously. Sometimes he takes it too seriously, and he should see more as a play. And he has everything in him to do that. He just forgets because he gets caught in the work, and he gets too caught in the work because he has distractions that are affecting him. So he has to change his everyday habits, and that will magically change his life. So basically he has to do a lot of clearing to do on his social media, everything that is happening in the world. Don't get too attached to it. It's happening according to a divine plan. And it doesn't matter if other people are sleeping. They chose that. So he has to accept it and let them be. Just love them unconditionally and just focus on his path, which is help others and help himself on healing and doing things that are magical, spiritual, and things that haven't been done here, or are not done often, are not mainstream. But he can do it. He's done it in other life, in other planets. Even though this planet has a lower vibration, the vibration has been rising, so now is the time to do it. Basically, once he connects with his art more, he will bring heaven on earth.
Yes.
As long as we other people are doing. And it's happening already, and it will continue happening. Many people are already doing it. He will start doing it soon. And he's gonna transform his life and many lives, because it's gonna be like a chain reaction.
Yes.
So this chain reaction is gonna change the earth the way nobody will ever have imagined. So he needs to forget about the old world. He needs to focus on the old world. He gets too attached to it, so forget about it. Just focus on creating the new world. So forget about wars or COVID or anything. That was part of the plan, because this is helping people see how fake the world is. So even though some people still don't see it, a lot of people are seeing it, even though he doesn't see it. So just focus on creating the new world. Create a new present reality, create new daily habits, and this focus, he already has it. And once he changes his habit, which is related to meditation, diet, he will have more focus and more energy to do what he wants meant to do, which is working on his project. And he will have naturally more energy and more motivation to do everything. So now what he can do is just now that he knows his mission, he should focus more on doing everything he can to get to the next level, which is very connected to the daily habits, being in the present, and focus. And also don't forget about play, which is also important. Not only work, also play, also going to nature, travel, and not to get attached to the physical body. Take care of it, but not get too attached to it. So I think he should do yoga. He shouldn't go back to the gym.
Yes.
Because it's hard, it takes time, and it's not gonna help him with his mission. Because that's part of the old reality, so it doesn't matter. He can work out, it's good for him. But not to get too attached to it.
Yes.
So it's gonna help him get healthy. So exercise and movement is important, but not get too attached to it. Not get too attached to how he looks, because the right person will love him regardless. So it doesn't matter. And stop focusing on other people, looking for people now, because it doesn't matter. Whoever, them right persons will come when it's time. So now just focus on learning what he has to learn, and also connecting and healing. So right now, those are the pillars.
Yes. Yes, the message is strong and clear from you, and it's wonderful to know this. Now, he's asking you, I feel like I am old soul. How many lifetimes have I had?
Wow, it's been a lot, more than 100.
On this planet Earth?
He's had several on this Earth, 6, and also on other planets, mostly on other planets, and also many kinds of experiences throughout the years. But he's also come back to Source a couple times. He has a strong connection with Source.
Yes.
He lost Source as well. So eventually he will come back as well, because he knows that he's forever home. And everything he's doing is because he loves Source. So Source sent him to do what he has to do.
And he's happy to do it.
Yes.
Even though we forget everything when we come here.
Yes, exactly. When he feels bad or anything, it's because he forgot, and that's part of the game. But he needs to remind that that was part of the balance that he had to create. So we don't come here to only experience positive things, we also experience negative things in order to create balance.
Yes.
So the worst is left behind now. So now it's time to live the best life, and also, of course, healing is not always easy, but remember that it's part of the process, and everything's gonna flow, and energy is gonna be clear, and this is gonna serve him and others. So just continue on your healing journey, and this healing journey is also helping heal others.
Yes, wonderful. So could you tell him, because he has a question about traveling and also if he will move to another country in the future, and you told him that he should travel to all these countries. So which country from all this you mentioned, from India to Mexico, which will be the best country for him to move in the future?
Costa Rica will be a great place for him because of the weather, the nature,
Yes.
the economy. He has a family in the US and he feels like he could live there.
Yes.
But it's not his end destination.
Yes. So in these countries you mentioned for him to travel, like India, Thailand, Peru, and so on, will you lead him to some special places in these countries?
Yes.
Connect.
In India, there's very important portals there. He lived there before, so he needs to go back. Also in Thailand, there are some places that in the nature that he will remind him of other lessons of other lives.
Yes.
And it's very important for him to go there. Also, Indonesia has very interesting energy for him to assimilate.
Yes.
And in America, Peru has some energy portals that will be helpful.
Yes.
Costa Rica also, and Mexico. Those are like the biggest, but also Bolivia has a very nice place that he knows which is that he can go. And of course, also the countries that he wants to go to see his family. That will be helpful because it's gonna bring different vibration, and he's gonna help them see things with a different perspective. Always from no judgment, accepting for where they are because they're learning different lessons. And it's also good that he go visit his family in the countries that where they are.
Okay, wonderful. So it's basically all his questions, and could you tell him if he would need another quantum healing session like today in the future?
Yes, potentially he can need another.
In what time, more or less?
10 months.
10 months.
9 months.
Okay. To correct the course, or maybe remind something.
There's some things that he can remind from other lives that could serve in that time, because there are things that have not happened, that will happen, and then he will probably need this connection in the future. So another session will be good for him to because this year is like basically foundation, and next year is transformation. Is more like a beginning.
Yes.
So this year a lot of things are beginning in this year, but next year is mostly the start year.
Okay. So 9-10 months would be like now is March, maybe December.
Yes, December is a great moment because he has ascendant in Sagittarius. He has a strong connection with it. And the sun is in that sign. Also, November is good because his sun is Scorpio, and that really helps him connecting deep with the subconscious. And the spiritual energy is gonna be high also this month, the last month of the year.
Okay, wonderful. So, do you feel that we are complete for today?
Yes.
Do you have any final messages for him?
Yes. Just try to take things easily. Don't get overwhelmed. Start make the changes as soon as possible, and start learning Ayurveda as soon as possible as well. Change his diet, improve his diet, and also try to go to nature more. And continue yoga, meditation, diet, and now that he's more connected with his mission, he should be able to be more motivated on his everyday life.
Wonderful. Now he knows that he is a multidimensional being, and this is just another mission here, yes?
Yes, exactly. He knows that. He had already awakened a few years ago. He's just the problem that he's been attached to the old world, so he's been very confused.
Yes.
And he's having some things with formalities. But these formalities will be clear soon, so he will have time to focus on his path and his purpose.
Also, we talked with him about the special place in Tenerife he can visit, because you told him that visiting special place on Earth is important. So while he is here on Tenerife, what is the special place for him he can visit right now?
Yeah, he's here because he's drawn to the spiritual energy of the island. Also, he is better in warm weather. He's more motivated.
Yes.
The sunshine motivates him a lot, so that's why he's here. And also, a lot of people are drawn to this island, so he's gonna make a lot of connections. That's gonna help him go to the next level. And also some places like the top of the Teide.
Yes.
And also the top of the La Gomera. He's gonna go to all of the islands.
Okay.
He has to go to all of the islands. See special places there, because these islands are connected to a previous life. He also lives in Atlantis.
Yes.
That's why he came here, because he's gonna help him remember a lot of things from this life that he had there. And basically he was a healer in this lifetime on Atlantis. So this place is helping him to bring those abilities back.
So perhaps in December or November we can go to Atlantis lifetime to show him.
Yes, exactly.